You're live, you're on.
Okay, good morning. This is the Allegheny County IDA meeting of, June 8th, 2023. In the room are all of us. No, but Doug, yeah, why don't you go ahead?
Randy Shaler.
John Ricky.
Craig Clark, the Executive Director, and Rich.
On the phone is Rich on the phone. Rich.
Hello?
There he is.
Sue Ewell.
Okay, does anyone have anything, conflict of interest that they need to declare today before we start?
Unknown caller.
Sorry.
Okay, we'll call the meeting to order then, and the first order of business is to approve the minutes of May 11th, 2023. We'll take a minute to look at those, and I would entertain a motion to approve. Anybody want to make a motion?
So moved.
Thank you, Randy. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Doug. Okay, we'll take a minute to see if there are any questions. Okay, if there are no questions, all those in favor to approve, please say aye.
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 Okay, thank you. That is included. The next order of business is the treasurer's report. We'll look first at the abstract report and wait for a motion to approve that.
I'll make the motion to approve it.
Okay, thank you, John. Second?
I'll second.
Thank you, John. Any questions? If not, all those in favor, please say aye.
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 Okay, great, thank you. The next one is the the banking and financial summary, and we'll entertain a motion on that one.
Likewise, I'll approve it.
Okay, thank you, Doug.
I'll second.
And John, thank you very much. Any questions on it?
I'll only mention, because Richard already asked me about it, is I have not moved the money yet from the two accounts, but we'll do that this week. Pam is not back in, but she'll be back in, I think, today, so.
Okay,
Yeah, can I just say about that right now? We all, Craig, appreciate, Pam is gone for all intents and purposes for a while, and she's not back yet. And you've had to jump in and do a lot of things that you never signed up for, including learning QuickBooks, writing checks, paying invoices, and all the other stuff that she usually handles. So, we all appreciate that. So thank you.
very definitely.
Yeah. Well, thank you, Rich. When we were talking, it's really nice that two people do know, because that was, before, if she didn't come in, I didn't know what to do. Now I do, so it's good.
Okay.
I think it's good that two people do know how to have access to everything.
So what's the status of Pam then?
I talked to her yesterday. She should be back in shortly. I think probably full-time, maybe even as early as next week. She's feeling much better, so.
Okay.
I think the swelling and everything's gone down, so.
Good, so when you say full-time, you mean full-time or?
Well, half-time.
Full half-time, okay.
I meant,
Just
but she's only been in since she broke her arm. She's only been in like one afternoon. And she helped me do it the one time, and I did it the second time, so.
Kind of hard to operate a computer when you're.
Well, that's the whole problem. I'd still probably be her fingers anyways, because it's her right hand.
Well, good. So wish her well, and
Sure.
look forward to coming back. Okay, we need a vote on this motion. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving on to the building maintenance report. Is there anything going on, Kurt?
We've had to have the condenser on there's two condensers on the other building, both filled up with Freon again, because they both have leaked, but we're having them fixed, and we'll have somebody come back and do some maintenance on it. But other than that, they're fine.
Do
This
we have
building's
any
fine.
idea how much that cost is gonna be?
I don't know, but it's probably $400 or $500 range, so.
Okay. Good, thank you. Any other questions? Okay, the next thing on our agenda is an executive session to discuss a contractual legal issue. So I would ask for a motion to go into executive session. John, second by Doug. Thank you. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay, we are in executive. Okay, we are out of executive session.
We're live again.
We're live again. Thank you for your patience, anyone that's viewing. Okay, we have some action items today, basically approving resolutions on 4 solar projects. They are Burns Site 1, Site 2, Site 3, and Site 4. We'll take a look at that for a second.
And I'll mention I had the public hearing on May 25th up in Burns. There's 2 people that showed up. One was the supervisor, Diane. She showed up for the whole 4 public hearings. And I had 1 sheep farmer show up. And the sheep farmer primarily just wanted to be able to connect with NSF so that he could raise sheep on the land.
Huh.
Because a lot of these projects, that's how they keep the grass down, is they graze sheep.
Yeah.
And so he was positive on it. He wasn't negative. He just wanted a way to get his sheep on the land. So that was the only comment I had in the hour that we had for the 4 meetings. Just so you know, there was and just so you know, the host agreement has already been approved by the town. So they've come to agreement as far as how much they're going to get for their part of it. So we're ready to move forward as long as the board is on this board.
Okay, good. All right, well, we're ready to consider these motions. I believe we have to do them individually, and we have to have a voice vote as well.
Correct.
So, okay, on the first one then, Craig, do you want to say anything in particular about any of them individually?
No, the only thing is the first 3 are the same size. They're all 5 megawatts, and the last one is only 3 megawatts. And I found out from Diane the reason they did that is that was the size of the connection they could get was 18 megawatts. They wanted to do 20. Actually, they wanted to do 25, but they didn't have a big enough interconnection.
I'll make a motion to approve the resolution.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rich. Second,
I'll second.
John. Okay, we will vote, voice vote. So, Rich, how do you vote?
Aye.
Okay, Judy, aye. Randy?
Aye.
Okay, Doug
Aye.
and John.
Aye.
Okay, unanimous, thank you. Okay, we'll move on to the second one then. That is the Burns Site 2 LLC project. Pretty much the same as the other. We have a motion to approve.
I'll move.
Okay, John, second. Doug? Thank you very much. Any discussion on it? Okay, we will do the voice vote again, the individual voice vote. So, Rich, how would you vote?
Aye.
Okay, Judy votes aye. Randy?
Aye.
Doug?
Aye.
And John?
Aye.
Okay. That is unanimous as well. We'll move on to Burns Site 3 LLC project. That is also 5 megawatts as were the first 2 that we just voted on. Any comments on that? If not, we'll take a motion. John, thank you. Rich, did I hear you?
Second.
Rich, thank you. Again, we'll do the voice vote. If I can find the right page. Well, anyway, it's Rich. How would you vote?
Aye.
Okay, Judy, aye. Randy?
Aye.
Doug?
Aye.
And John?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. All in favor? And there is one more, a 3 megawatt project as part of the same Burns Site 4 project. And again, if there are any questions about that. If not, we'll take
This
the
is Rich. I'll
motion.
make a motion to approve.
Thank you, Rich. Second,
I'll second.
John, okay. Any comments or questions before we vote? Okay, Rich, how would you vote?
Aye.
Judy, aye. Randy?
Aye.
Doug?
Aye.
And John?
Aye.
Okay, unanimous, thank you. Okay, we have another action item, which is to take action on the Stilly project at the restaurant in Wellsville that is no longer in operation and not fulfilling the payments, part of the original pilot. So perhaps we can ask Craig to summarize a little bit for the audience.
Yeah, we forwarded a letter in February about the non-compliance of this pilot, which obviously have not been operational, so they have not complied with the part of the pilot which requires them have operation as well as having employees. And they have countered that they wanted to try to extend the pilot with no operations until they sell it. And I think the best thing to do at this stage is to terminate both the pilot and the lease back. So.
Okay, any other comments from the board? I just want to mention that we did meet with the owners a few months ago and discuss the issues, and at that point did allow them some time to try and sell the restaurant or get it back in business, and that has not happened. So, I would entertain a motion one way or the other.
I'll move.
Okay, John, just to expand,
Motion is
What the
to
motion is.
basically terminate the pilot and the lease with the Sillies.
okay,
As of today.
as of today.
As of today.
Okay, and we would look for a second for that.
I'll second
Thank you, John. Any discussion, and if there are any abstentions, please let us know that.
This is Rich, I'm gonna have to abstain.
Okay,
I too will abstain.
okay, all right. We still have voting members, which is a majority of the board. Any other questions, or are we ready to vote? Okay, do we need a voice, an individual vote on this?
No, it's
Okay.
fine.
All those in favor of approving this, this termination of the pilot, please say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Okay, the motion is approved. Thank you. We never like to see a pilot fail or end before its course, and we hope that either the restaurant can be sold or some other options for it. So, thank you. Okay, let's move on to old business. The CBDG CARES Act SBA grant update. Craig?
Based on the 22 companies that we've approved now, we have, as last time we had the first draw come out, we paid the 3 companies, and then we've got a second draw coming out, and Mike said there's a third draw coming out. So we'll be getting quite a few of these draws taken care of, so these companies will be paid as long as they've complied with the fact that they've either had to make an investment as per the agreement or hire more employees. And if they've made that commitment and they have the documentation, then they'll be passed on to the state to actually approve the payments. In other words, the state reviews everything that Mike turns in, so we're basically paying them once they've been approved by the state.
Okay. And it was 90 days that they had to complete what their part of it
There's
was?
90 days
90 days.
to basically get done. And we did get the extension too. We have the extension, we put in for an extension, and we thought they'd be happy about the extension. They gave us till October to finish the grant. And that's well past the 90 days, so we'll have everything done and finalized by October. So that's been really good. We'll be able to fully put out $900,000 into the community. So I know it's going to make a difference.
That's great, and all those businesses will benefit, and the public will benefit from the businesses. So it's a great chain reaction.
Yep.
Good, thank you. Okay, what about the CBDG micro enterprise update?
I have 2 more grant applications on my desk. Another one came in Digility yesterday. So I think we have 5 full applications, and we're going to contact Incubator Works in Accord to see if there's anyone else that's in the works. So we should have, not in the June meeting, and I don't know if we'll make it by July, but sometime in July or August, we'll have at least 5 different reviews to go through. And those are the full reviews like we had before with a full business plan. So that takes a little bit more time for them to comply, but I don't know if Mike will get those done by the July 13th meeting, but if he does, I'll bring them forward.
And just for our listeners, what is the maximum that a company can apply for in that one?
Last time, I think the maximum we gave out was about $60,000.
Okay, so again, sizable.
Yeah, and most of them got in that range. I think they got between 40 and 60.
Okay.
It depends on their commitment, and they have to actually put in 10% cash as well.
Great, great. How about an update from the Gateway Center to Western New York?
Well, the only update I do have is I know the seeker is in process with the county. They're working with the town on that, and hopefully they'll run the seeker fairly soon. The goal is to start putting that road in sometime early fall. Probably not summer, but it'll be sometime in the fall. And they're going to be doing a seeker to basically include the road, the water, and the sewer. So all three can be put in. They did not include the actual hotel yet. We'll have to do that ourselves, but that's fine.
And can that all be done with one seeker? Or there
Yes.
has to be
Oh, yeah.
multiple
No, there'll be one seeker for all three. So once those are done, they'll be able to put all three of those in. So.
Good.
And that's going to come either through county or grant money as well. So.
Okay, good. Okay, and any updates on clean energy?
The only clean energy update I do have is that we continue to talk to Northland, and we hopefully will have Northland maybe as early as next meeting. I do not know if it'll be July or August. That's the large project in Alfred, and they're getting to the point where should have something to bring back to the board. More than likely, it'll be a full pilot like we've been doing, $2,500 per megawatt, and then in the range of 2,000. Probably very similar to what we do in the smaller projects. So probably the host agreement will be in the range of 2,000 per megawatt as well. And that's a 100 megawatt system, so it's a big system. They have not, it may be a while, but it's going to be at least another year before they approve to move forward. It's going through 94C, and it takes about a year, and they just put that in. So they would not start till sometime next year anyways.
Okay.
We may have the one in Burns come in quicker than that, because they've had approval by the state. You saw it in the paper. They've had 94C was approved. I think it was last month.
Okay.
But they've not even put a financial anything into us. They talked to us 3 years ago, but they haven't talked to us since. So
Yeah, they've been in the process for a long time.
so ESF may come to us sooner than Northland actually.
Any word on the Cuba solar?
No, I've not heard anything from the Cuba. I think Oya was caught up in that the financial bank that was having trouble out in California.
Oops.
Oops.
Yeah.
Because I know in talking to them, they were having some not real, long-term problems, but short-term problem with financing. So I think they were financed through the bank that failed.
Anything on the wind project? I know
The wind project, no, I know they are working right now with the county for the agreement to use the road use agreement. Once that's finalized, they'll come back to us and they'll probably want to close at least on the sales tax portion, and then they'll pay part of their fee, which will be substantial. It'll be a third of their fee will already be paid sometime this year. I would guess the next month or two.
Okay. Any other questions for Craig? Okay, we'll move on to new business then. Do we have any? Okay, anything for the good of the order? We'll take a motion for adjournment. John and Doug. Okay, thank you very much. We are adjourned.
I like that.
Thanks, Judy.
I like that
Thanks,
because now it's